Okay, so why is it that people do not like ups and downs in economic activity? And in order to illustrate this, we have to go back again a little bit to micro and think of the utility that we have associated with income. So let's say we have here the utility on the y-axis, and on the x-axis we display your income. So then how can we think about it? And the way economists think about it is that you get happier if you have more income, but your happiness or your utility associated with income increases at a diminishing rate. And one way to think about it is that we have a utility function which is simply the square root of income. So it's not a linear thing and it's not an exponential development, but we argue that more income is always better, but if you already are a millionaire or billionaire and you get another dollar, well, that doesn't make you as happy in marginal terms than if, let's say, a very poor person gets another dollar. So therefore the utility function can be reasonably assumed to be increasing at a diminishing rate. So now if we apply that, we can see if, let's say, here there's an income stream 1 and an income stream 2, and we have 8 periods, and let's say income stream 1, in one period you get a lot, and then you get nothing, and then you get a lot, like 25, and then 0, 25, 0. And we always assume that you need to spend, let's say, everything in each period, just make it simpler. So that means in one period you can splurge, and then you suffer, you splurge, suffer, splurge, 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 suffer, splurge, suffer. Okay, but when we compare it to income stream 2, income stream 2 is constant, but has each period much less. But it doesn't have that high fluctuation. So you never can really splurge, but you also never really suffer. Well, in absolute terms, the income stream of 1 is higher than income stream 2, but if we assume that income is subject to diminishing marginal utility, then most people still will prefer the income stream 2, even though it is absolutely less. And that is shown on the next slide, because if we take the square root, then we have here a utility which is only 5, and then 0, 5, 0, 5, 0, 5, 0. So now we have 5, 10, 15, 20. So the total utility is, some utility is 20. And here we get every time 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. So we have 8 times 3, so the sum of all the utilities is actually 24. So that would basically serve as a example why we need macroeconomic policy, because we would like to smooth out business cycles. And here again you see our utility function that we assume, and then we can see if people prefer more a steady income stream, they they still prefer income stream 2, even though it has in absolute income much less, but in terms of utility much more. Okay, so that is one of the major reasons why we motivate or how we motivate macroeconomic stabilization policy. Okay, so in the next video we'll start getting into how to calculate GDP, and we first take a look again at the circular flow model.